Oh my fellow collectors, I'm back. Nah, it's Clipper King. I'm back with an Hot Toy review on the Hot Toys M-Icon Billie Jean History Tour version. I'll just give you a quick scout around this figure. Not a great deal to it. It's package. I'm doing a cheeky little moonwalk type thing. I think most people know this figure by now. Pretty sought after. After some exclusive Predators, it's probably highest value Hot Toys figure out at the moment. I've seen them sell for like £800. Not long after Michael's death, I'm sure there were a couple sold for about £1,100. Now the price has settled down around £500–600. It is a nice piece, but is it worth all that money? Well, we'll find out. Right, little story with this. I was lucky enough when it first come out. I saw it early, jumped straight on it, come into a little bit of money at time, and I actually ordered 2 of this version, and I ordered 3 Dark Knight Jokers, which you can just about see up there, and altogether it came up to about £500 delivered from a Hong Kong seller. The Michael Jacksons were going about £90 each, the Joker about 95 each, but what happened, I got them sent in a large box, all boxed together. We sorted the shipment money out, all were fine. I followed the tracking on it. It got stuck in customs. It was stuck in customs for about 4 days. Anyway, I went to the local sorting office, and to get this cleared, I had to pay. It went to the sorting office, but they wouldn't release it, send it out for delivery until I went into the sorting office to pay. I went to pay, and it cost me about another £39 I think, to clear the custom charges on it, which were a pisser because I'd made sure I'd asked him to mark it as a gift. Anybody importing figures knows all about it, to save on the customs. He said he had, but instead of marking the total value correct, he'd marked 5 times the total value, which then I had to pay customs on, which were a bit shit, but anyway. So, like I say, I did sell one of the Michael Jacksons. I sold 2 of the Bank Robber Jokers. I kept a Michael Jackson, kept a Bank Robber Joker, and the money I made on them to the English sellers just about paid for the 2 I kept, which were quite lucky, but you could say it was a good gamble sort of thing. So, also, the benefit of doing that came a few weeks later, because when I'd contacted the seller to tell him I planned to use him all the time, and then that I'd got custom charges and that basically he dropped a bollock with it, he got back in touch, apologised, offered to pay the custom charge. I says no, it were okay, it were an honest mistake, and within 2 weeks he'd sent me an Hellboy which had come out around about the same time, free of charge, on the understanding that I would get all my pre-orders from him, which is what I did for 11th time. At the moment I don't really see much of him, so I do use other sellers at the moment. So moral of the story is, don't try and rip people off and good things will happen to you. I got an Hellboy out of it. So anyway, back to this rating. So we'll start off with the source material, points out of 5. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, possibly Michael's best song. It's not the actual outfit that he wore in the video, it's the from the live tour, which I was lucky enough to catch, and it is a very good. I think this is, if you asked a child to draw a picture of Michael Jackson, I would think he'd basically draw him looking like this. The striped trousers, the sparkly socks, the slip-on shoes, the glove, the hat, sparkly cardigan type thing. So I would think that that's possibly why this version goes for so much money, because it is basically the essence of Michael. So source material, Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, gotta give it a 5. Packaging, as you know, I give the points for the style of the packaging, but also the condition I received it. Now I did receive it in mint condition, but because of the style of the packaging, it opens like a book. And what happens is, down the seam, as you can see, you get this sort of little tear, which is unavoidable because you've got to open it somehow. I mean, I'm very careful with my boxes, but you can't really stop that from happening, so I have marked it down on the packaging. Inside, it's basically just a foam inlay. It fits nicely, which is, I would have given it a 4, but because of the mark on corner, I'm going to mark that down to a 3. So, yeah, the likeness. I'm lucky enough to own all 3 versions that are out at the moment of Michael, and I've got to say, I personally think this is the worst. Now, I would take the hat off to see. His hair is a really good sculpt, but his features just seem a little bit too strong, I think. The hair dangling down's pretty good. He's got his lips slightly in a pursed sort of pose, like he would as if he were on stage. It's good, but it's not excellent. So for the likeness, I would give it a 3.5 going to 4. It's just a little bit behind the Thriller version. I'd say a 4. I'm being generous, but I'll go 4. Outfit. Yeah, the outfit's good, really good. The cardigan looks excellent, catches the light, wicked. The hat's very good. It's a stiff hat with a felt feel to it, with a satin ribbon around it. The glove's really good. It's like a woolly effect on the inside. There's sparkle on the out. Socks catch the light, same as the glove. And the trousers are really nice, satiny feel. Really, really nice feel to the trousers. And the satin stripes on the side. Only thing I don't like with the outfit is the t-shirt. It's a really thick cotton, so it looks too thick. If it were a real person wearing it, it'd be like a thermal vest sort of thing. It's that thick. And it doesn't really ever sit well. You're constantly trying to tuck it underneath cardigan so it doesn't bulk out. But aside from that, the shoes are sculpted up, obviously. And there's similar shoes to the Thriller version comes with. So for the outfit, I'd probably give that a 4. Articulation, it is a true type body. You can put him in most poses. But what I will say with this, I've marked it down because even from brand new, it's a very loose feeling body. I don't know if it's because it's so slim or what reason, but you can pose it and it will hold a pose. But it's a very, if you were to pick it up and to start reposing it, it sort of fidgets around in your hand, if you know what I mean. It's a really loose feeling body. And like I say, these figures are hardly touched, so it's not that it's been moved that much, it's just... Also, another thing with the articulation, the ankle joint is very loose. So if you try to put him on his tiptoes, the ball joint on the ankle would sort of flip out, if you get what I mean. And then it just dangles there like a broken ankle inside his sock, which is why if you look at the moonwalk pose, he's only sort of onto his toe. He's not really up on his toe. But he's got a lot of hands. The glove does come off the hand and you can put it onto any hand. Obviously we've got him holding onto the hat. And the hand just tucked in his pocket. And you've got some pointing poses. The articulation's good, but they're just a little bit loose and the ankles are very loose. So I'm going to mark the articulation down to a 3. Right, the extras. It comes with a standard stand. This is actually the DX version stand that I received broken, so I've used it for this one. But it just looks, it's a little bit better. His normal stand is actually a stand that wraps around his waist, where this one's like a crutch stand, which makes it easier to do the moonwalk style pose. Obviously it's got the spotlight in the corner on this one, but like I said, that don't come with it, it's just a standard stand. You just get a microphone stand and a mic and a few extra hands, so it's not really a lot, but obviously then you get the hat and the glove. So for the extras I'm only going to give that a 3 as well. Value, that is a good strong point. Like I say, I paid 90. I would think if I were to sell it, I'd be looking somewhere between 600 and 700. It is tempting, but I don't think I'd ever sell it. It is one of my son's favourites. I personally think the bad version and Thriller version are better, but it's just one of them. Sometimes you pick a figure up and it goes through the roof. Sometimes you pick a figure up and value arse falls out in it. This is just a lucky one. What I would say is, I've mentioned before the way I value figures compared to how others value figures. I've seen the exclusive Predators that come out, the Guardian Predator from Predator 2. They're coming out and the value around £400–500. I'd take a Michael Jackson Billie Jean version over one of those any day. To me, it's just another Predator, where this is obviously King of Pop. So, right, so to sum it up, I've got it 28 out of 35. If you really wanted a Michael Jackson, I'd say go for the bad version. If you want something, you can get him for under 500 and watch the value sort of climb steadily now. Possibly pick it up. If you missed it, probably leave it missed, I would say. Get a different one. But it's a nice figure, but it's not the best figure in the world. Having said that, this is Clipper King going. If you want to leave a comment, they're more than welcome. If you do leave a comment, or you regularly leave comments, I will put shout outs to you, get in touch with you, have a look at your videos, and we can get this party started, sort of thing. Right, I'm out.